المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا أن علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. قل رب زدني علما. قال الإمام النووي رحمه الله تبارك وتعالى ونفعنا بعلومه في الدارين. قال باب الوصية بالنساء. قال الله تعالى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وعاشروهن بالمعروف. وقال تعالى ولن تستطيعوا أن تعدلوا بين النساء ولو حرصتم فلا تميلوا كل الميل فتذروها كالمعلقة وإن تصلحوا وتتقوا فإن الله كان غفورا رحيما. So now we move on to another chapter, the chapter of the recommendations and the careful treatment of the lady folk, the wasiyat bin nisa. And in this connection, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَعَاشِرُوهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Allahu Akbar. So it's basically two words, عَاشِرُوهُنَّ, عَاشِرُو, and bil ma'ruf. So live with them and remain with them. In ma'ruf means in Arabic what is known. It's very interesting. He didn't say, live with them according to the rules and the regulations and the do's and the don'ts. Bil ma'ruf, with what is known. Because what is good, what is fair, what is honest, what is right, is justice, that's known. That's understood. And it's pretty much common knowledge, and it's what the Prophet ﷺ and all the prophets came with in this regard. And that's, as they say, al-ilm al-mabsut, and that's, well known, and it's not a controversial subject, right? So live with them in this way. Live with the women folk in all kindness and all justice and equity, keeping their interests in mind. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, وَلَن تَسْتَطِيعُوا أَن تَعْدِلُوا بَيْنَ النِّسَاءِ. Now this is, subhanallah. Now the justice of Islam, along with the riayat, or the consideration of human nature, and of course in the Sharia of Islam, as the previous Sharias, so the permissibility of plurality of wives, of polygamy, was there. And actually this is not something peculiar to the Quranic revelation, but this is the way of the prophets. Now this is considered a huge, injustice and perversion, whereas marriage between the same sex, or marriage even to animals, that's a possibility, and it should be the right to do so, and to feel that that is correct should be protected. However, the ways of the prophets are considered to be, an abnormality. Well, who's abnormal and who's normal, I think that's clear. So, in any case, however, but that doesn't mean that you can just indiscriminately just grab a lot of women and do as you like. No. Each one comes with its equal treatment and rules and regulations, and equal distribution of time and resources. However, وَلَن تَسْتَطِيعُوا أَن تَعْدِلُوا بَيْنَ النِّسَاءِ. However, you will not be able to treat the women totally equally in terms of the showing of affection, because that is connected to the heart. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say, after giving equal time and giving equal resources, he said, "Oh Allah, this is what I have. I ma amlik. So don't la tu'akhidni ma la amliku wa tamliku anta. So don't hold me responsible." It was well known that Rasulullah had extra love and affection for Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu anha, and perhaps some of the others as well. However, that didn't stop him from observing, or didn't hinder him from observing total justice in terms of time and resources. So, treat them as such, and even though you will not be able to treat them equally in terms of affection of the heart, even though you try your best, however, don't lean towards one and away from the other to such an extent that she's mu'allaqa, like she's hanging in space, neither married and neither divorced. Okay. وَإِن تُصْلِحُوا وَتَتَّقُوا. And if you will make amends and you will make proper what has perhaps been improper, and correct what was perhaps incorrect, and you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, observe taqwa, then verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is continuously and constantly forgiving and merciful. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand these injunctions and observe them. Ameen. Tumameen. Wa akhira da'wana. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum.